In my opinion, small kids plus a wife plus a day job plus a house, aka a regular life, is not the best combo when starting a business. My name is Hans, and I'm in the middle of building Scale by Tech into a large business, but I also have small kids and a wife and a large house and cars, day job as an engineer. So before we continue into this small video here, big disclaimer, this is my opinion based on my circumstances. So take it with a huge pound of salt, because I'm in my position and you may be in a completely different one, even though it can seem similar. So it's not the kids or the wife that creates a bad circumstance per se. It is the life that you have created around a day job and a house and all the things that comes with it. It's lovely. I love my kids. I love my wife. I really like my house. I also like my car. And I actually also like my day job. So what this comes down to is we want to start a business in order to create financial freedom and thereby also time freedom. But in order to do so, we need to sacrifice the little time we have left in order to build a business that can support that. So it's not about having drive or grit. It's, in my opinion, about having time. When you have small kids, now let's define what small kids is. In my opinion, small kids are anything below age 8, 6 or 8 in that area. So it's about how much free time you have. And some people say you just have to work harder. Yeah, I've done some hard shit in my life. I've trained gymnastics for 20 years, like a long time. Been an elite gymnast. I've won medals, national and international medals. I've renovated this house that I sit in, 5,000 square foot house, home. We did it alone, me and my wife, in 8 months, when our kids was 2 years and 6 months old. 6 months old baby. We were both working full time, and we renovated a 5,000 square foot house. It's not like I haven't done hard stuff, but building a business while also running a regular life is, in my opinion, really, really, really hard, like hard AF. So that's why I'm just stating that, in my opinion, starting a business in the time of life where you have small kids and a day job and mortgages to pay is a really bad timing to start a business. And I'm just gonna take up my screen, because when we map this out, I've done this a couple of times and I can't really get to a point where I have more hours in a day. So let's just map this out from, let's take, like, I have a problem because I like, or my body likes to sleep like 8 hours each day. It really likes 8 hours, and I start to deteriorate below that. But let's just map that out. So we got from 10, 12, and then until 6 o'clock. That's 8 hours. Great. Then we, with small kids, you have to get them up. So we get up at 6, get them ready and into school and daycare. That's by 7. Then we commute to work. That's around 8 o'clock we get to work. Then we work 8 hours. Then it's 4 o'clock. Then we commute home again. Then it's 5 o'clock. Then if you have a perfectly normal wife, then you can't work from 5 because there's a wife, there's some kids you need to see, there are chores to do, food to make, games to play. So we cross out this section here until 8. Then what's left is from 8 till 10. So in a day, if you max out your like, there is no room for you to sit in a couch chair and watch Netflix. We've spent all this time, like all this is gone. This is gone. Then we have 2 hours here. Mind you, we haven't really sat down and talked with the wife yet. So this might be a stretch to say that we can do this every day. And here is it that we come into the like the hard part, because sometimes we eat into this, and most of the times we actually go ahead and take some time here. Sometimes we almost down here in order to get stuff done. At the moment in my business, we do between 3,000 USD to 5,000-6,000 USD per month in revenue. And I wanted to get to 10K at least for a couple of months before I can like switch this out full-time work. So I'm building a 10K per month business on this amount of time here. The problem is that when you start eating into the time where you should be sleeping, or when I should be sleeping, then the body starts to deteriorate. And I can do this for about a week, maybe up to 2 weeks. But when running like these 3-4 hours shifts here, eating into the time where I should be sleeping after around 2 weeks, stuff like the body is just not very happy and it needs to sleep. So you run into this almost burnout period. And again, it's not really stress because I'm not stressed because I can't finish my job. My body is physically in a bad shape because I'm not sleeping enough. So this is my situation where I'm in, but I also know that I can see progress. I can see that we're growing. I can see that we're getting more customers. I'm delivering projects almost on time, most of them on time, and some of them a little bit over, but still have heavy customers. And I'm very confident that we will scale beyond Mark, and I can switch up or switch out the day job and then go full time on my own business. But to get there is, in my opinion, one of the hardest things that I've ever done. And again, I think that I've done some hard stuff in my life already, but this is by far the hardest because it is such a long stretch where you stress your body and the mind as much as humanly possible. There was one time in my life where my body and mind was more stressed, and it was when we got our first kid. He had colic, which means like he screamed for more than 3 months in a row. Like every waking hour he just screamed, and he slept half an hour at a time. So we didn't sleep for 3 months. That was harder than this. So yeah, I've experienced something that was harder. But that was 3 months, This has been ongoing for a year now, more than a year, going into 1.5, at least for this specific business, Scale by Tech. So it's more of a marathon where you just have to keep going and be mindful of working as much as you can without burning out, where it's not about stress, it's just about physically burning out because you're not sleeping enough. Yeah, this was more or less just me whining for 10 minutes. I hope it gave some insights to how it is to start a business when you have small kids. And mind you, my kids now are 6 and 8 years old. I don't have very small kids. I have kids where we at the moment can have a little bit of free time. So I can work sometimes when the kids are home. And my wife is a nurse, so she works shifts and like she also works full time. So I'm almost over the small kids period, but it's still hard. And that's why I'm saying if you have small kids under 6 years, it is very hard, in my opinion, to start a business. Maybe you're smarter than me. Hopefully you are. You can do it without as much burnout. But anyways, hope to see you in the next video. And the next videos will, of course, be about automating the shit out of everything. So, bye. See you in the next video.